What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on with episode number 7 of Tower of God. This one's called Lunch and Tag, which is interesting title. It's quite jovial almost. Almost seems like a not serious episode, but considering the cliffhanger we just ended on, that seems a bit odd. Just saying. So before we get into what happened last episode and what I'm expecting going forward, quick message because those of you who are regulars of the channel will know that Princess Connect Redive Reactions got hit by Molebeat, a really shady company but legally correct company that works for certain anime studios to ensure that their shows are not being re-uploaded for free onto various platforms like YouTube. It happens. I know such channels do exist, so they're in the right to try and take it, but their bot is kind of terrible, as is expected. So my content was flagged, and that's mainly because when I do my reactions at the bottom of the screen, of course, there is the footage so you can sync up with your own. So whilst only like 15% of the footage is visible, the bot deems that enough that I am just re-uploading for my own personal gain, even though I can't even monetize content on this channel still. So it felt it necessary to take them all down. I was like, okay, that's fair enough. I will edit them to make them work. That's fine by me. But then, as I was doing that and getting ready to upload them, I got hit with a bunch of copyright strikes. 2 of them, in fact, because they decided episodes 2 till 6 will give you 1 strike. But for episode 1, oh no, you get a separate strike just for that. So I'm like, okay. I mean, at least they didn't decide to give me 3 strikes, or 6 strikes, technically. But, you know, it's a little scummy. Just saying. But I've edited them, put them back up, and now if they even attempt to claim them, I will go legal about that, because not a single frame of their footage has been used except in the thumbnail, and that is 100% fine to be using, because I have edited it, and about 50% of their content makes up that thumbnail, and that's perfectly fine under fair use. They would have to go on and basically take down every single social media post ever that used their anime if they were going to go that route, so I'm fine with that. But it has meant that I have changed my recording process, and I will explain that more as we start the episode. So, last time, position selection. Had a bit of a time skip, like a 5-day time skip, as Yoru has been unconscious after the last episode. So Rachel has asked Kun to lie about her, basically, and say that she's not actually who Yoru thinks she is, and just to avoid being a burden on each other. Although he doesn't believe Rahel at all about any of her convictions here, and neither do I. Something's off about her. Something's off about her entire group, which we learn a little bit more as well going forward. And yeah, he's just trying to distance Yoru from Rahel and just keep them separate for now, although naturally they're going to be seeing each other a lot more because they are going through the test together. Black March, now in the possession of Anak, is not listening, obviously, because not a cute boy, essentially. I'm sure there's more to it than that, rather than just, oh, you're not a cute boy, therefore I don't want to give you power. Like, I'm sure it's a bit more complicated than that, and there's probably their own reasons why this sort of thing's happening. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that Yoru literally turned into Shinsu, essentially. But who knows? That's probably like a season 2 or season 3 plot point, if I had to guess. I don't think they're going to answer that this season. And now we are going forward to the next test. We have our actual positions being tested. So we've got the Fisherman position, which is close quarter combat, which is what Yuri, the person that gave us Black March to begin with, that's her position, I believe. The Spear Bearer, attacking from distance. So that is obviously, crap, what's his name? Rock? Right? Yeah, Rock. I almost forgot the best character's name for a second there. Then we've got the Lighthouse Bearer, illuminating the tower and information gathering, which is, I believe that's Kun's job. Information gathering, I believe that's Lighthouse Bearer. Scout, observing enemies' movement, assisting the fisherman. I don't think any of our team is a scout. I don't know which characters are considered scouts at this point. And then Wave Controller, supporting and controlling the battle with the use of Shinsu, which is 100% Yoru's job. I thought they would purposefully avoid him from doing that sort of job, because I feel like the people that created this test, like the bearers and stuff, like Leroro and the one that we met last time as well, I forget their name. I would feel like they wanted to avoid harnessing their wave abilities, unless they're hoping that the contracts that you sign to enable those will probably keep him in check. I don't know if that's how they're thinking, but yeah. We have to go into a contract to do it, and I don't know if it was just Yoru's contract that was off, or if everyone had this same experience of this giant snake thing, the Floor Guardian. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just specific to him, or if everyone went under that exact same experience or not. It'd be kind of cool if he was kind of different because he was an irregular. But we have no context for it, other than, yeah, that's about it. And then we have the actual reveal of the episode, which is that Endorasi, the character that has gone with Raihel and this other big dude, I don't think we got the name of just yet, at least I don't remember his name. She is a princess of Jihad, and just keeps labeling Anak as imposter, which ultimately is revealed that Anak is not Anak Jihad. They're dead. They are, in fact, Anak's daughter on a revenge mission because it was the other princesses of Jihad. I'm not sure which one specifically, or if that matters, or if it's just all princesses of Jihad are now considered evil in her mind. But yeah, she's entering this tower for revenge against the Jihad's system, I guess, the monarchy, whatever it is. Hopefully we'll get some more information regarding that. I think I had a little bit of testing to make sure that my software is going to work now in this new format. I think we're going to start with some form of exposition, judging by what happened after the OP. So I think we're going to get some exposition this episode. But yeah, Lunch and Tag, episode 7. So, we're going to start the episode here. This is my new format. So, everything's going to be the same. I'm going to count us down 3, 2, 1, play, and then you sync your footage up with it. I'm watching the Crunchyroll version, links to it in the description as per usual. I can't show the actual footage of the anime now. Or I could, but it's difficult, and to do it in this format is kind of difficult as well. So what I'm going to do is I've got a filter on the episode, so the timer is going to be at the very bottom left, and the footage alongside. So it's not even the entire bottom of the screen covered with footage, it's just a portion of it, like 2/3. And there's a heavy filter on it so that only the subtitles are displayed, which works pretty well on Crunchyroll. Less so on Funimation, but passable. Unless there's a scene with a lot of black with white text also visible, which the Tower of God OP does include. That's the only time, and a few little graphical bits here and there where you might see some of the actual anime present on my screen. But you can see the subtitles to sync up, and if you're watching along with the actual version that I'm watching, which is the Crunchyroll on Funimation, which I do encourage you to do, supporting the anime industry is important. I used to watch anime for free for years back on the old Master Anime days when that website was around. God, that was the best streaming website that was ever made. Oh my god, like if Crunchyroll was a paid version of Master Anime, I would love it, but unfortunately it's not. It's close, but it's not quite. So it shouldn't be a problem syncing up subtitles and syncing up when I press play. So it's going to be a little worse, but for the interest of protecting myself from these copyright bots, this is the best I'm going to have to do. So, with that said, long intro, because I had to explain a few things today, but here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. So you can see little bits of graphical, but it's fine. The OP song still grows on me. I do like the OP song. I just wish it had a better paced animation to go alongside it. And my hopes of it being an updating OP over the season kind of just don't exist anymore either. So yeah, you can see the first example of where the filter kind of bugs out a bit. But it'll be fine after the OP. But there is a lot of symbolism here, I feel, and it's starting to come together with certain scenes. See, you have such a good drop, and then you just go to black 3. Anyway. Alright, here we go. Alright, Jahad, the king of the tower. He was the first to climb the tower, okay. Okay, so that's how we have the Jahad Empire, essentially. Okay. Absolutely no relation, just picked. And they're forbidden to do certain things. And now we understand why Anak's parents are now being killed by the princesses. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Interesting. I see, okay. That's a good analogy, actually. And that's what Anak was. Just trying to live a more normal life. This music, though. Kevin Penkin, I can never say your name. The music in this show is seriously good. I don't think I've commented on it much because I haven't been focusing on it. Technically true. What is the power granted? Is it the Shinsu? I mean, technically the princesses are in the right here. Technically. Obviously, it's never going to be right in her eyes, but... technically correct. Ho ho ho. Wow. Suddenly became very comedic. Wow. Okay then. Who wins? Is someone just chilling? Or is it whoever landed first? What are you calling thick trunks? I think you are in the wrong here about her legs. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Obviously knowing of her. Probably not. She probably had no regrets about it. Or was the line that she did have a regret? Don't let go of that man's hand. Oof. 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 Indeed. Such a child's point of view. But they're having a moment of bonding here. They're not completely detesting each other. Alright, Shinsu test. Here we go. Concentrated blast of Shinsu to hit targets. But it has to be strong enough to pop the balloons. And you're struggling. He was struggling with the contract. He was trying to keep appearances up in the actual classroom when they signed their contracts. I wonder, is he going to show some overwhelming power here? I wonder. Oh ho ho. He does have some good power. So that's a bad thing that it's hitting multiple. Okay, I see. So the idea is to be precise. Got it. Yeah, he takes a lot longer to get it up together. Okay, so he's just learning to control that, okay. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. Wow. You can't get it off. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Just give him a bag of like coffee beans or something? That works as a pillow? Okay. I've never tried it, so I can't judge. That's a good question, actually. Nope. It's all a front, and I think Larry notices. I think Larry is like secretly one of the most powerful in this group of the wave controllers. Oh boy. Facade's starting to crack. Ah, okay. Well, one of them is. I'm keeping up that to him at least. I mean, yeah, they've been granted their powers from Jihad himself. If he was the first to climb the tower, that means something existed before the tower. Okay. Would it? I mean, probably not. Wow. Oof. Oh, a missing fault? I feel like that's a step for his development. Okay. That's true. Alright, so he's gonna help even if he doesn't particularly agree. Showtime? What are they gonna do? Yeah. Ah, they have to pay for medical expenses, okay. I can't remember if they established that last time, but you know this world's not based in England because you won't be paying for your own medical expenses. That'll start a whole row. Yeah. Wow. Uh-huh. A trade, okay. Okay. Sure. I like that way of dealing with her. I'm also warming up a bit more to her character. He did not want to say that line. Of course. Ooh. Is that a... Of course it's her favourite food. Why do I get a feeling like he did some digging on information to try and do that? Yeah, he definitely did some digging on her information. Yep. Wow. This feels very meta. I love it. Why put a full stop after an exclamation mark? The exclamation mark is a full stop. Anyway. Wow, that was painful for him. I'm liking these characters so much more now. I wonder if any of those names are important. Using the bare minimum. Shahad's imp, okay. Well. Yeah. Probably. You wanna get hit? Okay, so she's interested in the Princess of Jihad for some reason. Michelle Light, okay. Oh, putting on some lipstick, okay. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. Does not want to talk about it. What is her motivation when going up? She's very serious about it. And now... Oh, the fact that he just never knew... Okay, they have doubts because... He was so low. And now he's overtaken you already. Is Larry gonna help? Is he gonna have his own thoughts on this? Yeah, he can't keep up. Oh. What? Okay. So that's his past, I think, leaking through. Okay. And a note from... Hmm. Hmm. Something sketchy's happening. Hello, director. And they're playing tag, okay. Quant. Okay. So Quant's running this test. Um. Okay. Does not like Quant. Alright. Nice, okay. Of course, rack passed. Okay, AB2, okay, fighting against Cancun, okay. Michelle Light. That's a good opportunity to test each other. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's a pretty cool building. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a bigger incentive. Do they know? Wait, what? The director? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay, limited Shinsu usage. Okay. Hmm. Fair. Easy information. You need him. Yes. Information gathering. Light bearers. Are they that close? Okay. Hmm. The simple-minded. Yeah. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Okay. Very clever. Hmm. This was expected, though. Alright. Hmm. Now it's been turned around immediately. I mean, yeah. Simple-minded. Okay. Yeah. Are we leaving it there? Okay. Okay. Good episode, good episode. Understand a little bit more about the whole jihad structure. There are limitations to what they can do. Well, it then begs the question, why are princesses selected? If they are just... they're just shoes that are granted power for the king, Jihad himself, who I assume is still alive and still in control here. Perhaps that's what he wished for when he cleared the tower. Immortality. I wonder if that's possible. But why pass down the magic and stuff to these princesses for them to then go into the tower and do all this stuff? What does he get out of that then? I guess for a successor? I guess? Then he wouldn't be immortal under that condition? I don't know. Webtoon. Alright, I guess that's the episode. Alright, well. Very, very interesting. The first comment I see on Crunchyroll says, Present Mike got short. This is the guy that... I had a thought. This is President Mike from Boku no Hero Academia, right? Quant Blitz, played by Hiroyuki Yoshino. I'm fairly certain this is going to be the guy from President Mike, right? Surely he's going to be. I'd be very surprised if not. Hero... yeah, My Hero Academia. Hizashi Yamada, also known as President Mike, I believe. His quirk voice. Yes. You can kind of tell in the way he speaks. That was a fairly obvious one. Cool. Has he been in anything recently, actually, now I think about it? Yeah, he was the policeman in Zombieland Saga. I remember that. Was he in anything else recently? Apparently he was in Orphan, but we dropped before we got to him. Doesn't look like he's been anything more recent that I've watched, now that I think about it. I guess he's been so busy with My Hero, like... God, My Hero exploded so big that, yeah. What else does he need at this point? Like, he must be doing very well off of My Hero at this point. Oh, he was Inamuto from Kill la Kill. Okay. That's a very different voice. That's a very different character for him to play. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, this was good. This was very, very good. I'm glad that... it was very quick, but I'm glad that Anak and Dorothy have kind of... they kind of mutually understand each other. Like, they don't like each other by any stretch, and I think it'll be a while before they get to the point of liking each other. In fact, I don't even know if they have to ever get to that point. But they have an understanding of why it had to happen. Because from from Anak's perspective, all she's seen is her parents be murdered by the princesses of Jihad, her own mother's, like, siblings, essentially, in this Jihad family. And, to her, obviously, it just seems like, okay, the princess of Jihad cannot be trusted. She did not understand that what her mother did was just complete violation of the initial rules that went out. Then that now begs the question, if these rules are set, do the princesses have a choice in becoming a princess of Jihad? Like, obviously, this is not for anyone to answer, because I want them to answer it in the anime when we eventually get to the point of learning more, because this tower will only encompass so much of the story. We've got to explore the princesses of Jihad, Jihad himself, the kingdom he's created, essentially, why he was the first to climb the tower, why there is a tower to begin with. Did he become the first because he's now wiped history of everyone before him? Like, stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to eventually getting to that, and that's not going to be a Season 1 thing. Season 1 is focused around Yoru, his journey and understanding his abilities, and then Raihel and what she's doing and why she's pursuing this actively as she is. And that's going to be the big Season 1 cliffhanger, I feel. That's what I'm kind of expecting going forward from this. But I'm really curious if the Princes of Jihad even have a choice in the fact that they become them, or if they're just plucked from the regular civilian life, if such a civilian life does exist. I assume it does. I mean, there's she married a regular baker, so I assume there is an actual town, city, kingdom of some description that most of these people do come from. It's Yoru who's different in the fact that he comes from under the tower in some aspect. Why was he under the tower? Good question. Is there something that happens to people who are outcasts? Perhaps there is a bit of discrimination because he himself has very high Shinsu capabilities, but he doesn't know how to harness them. Is that because he was excluded? Is that why he was excluded? Curious now. I would like to know of another irregular that we can learn about and understand what happens to irregulars, why they exist in this form, stuff like that. There's a lot of information here that I would love to find out, and it's a mark of a good show when not everything is just straight out given to you. Like, there are so many shows which will exposition the ever-living Christ out of every scenario, every bit of dialogue. They'll explain every little detail that they want to, so you know it. But part of the fun in watching these types of shows that are very narrative-based is having questions in your mind that you're like, I want to know about this. Instead of just being oh, I know this. This is because of this. And it's like force-feeding the information. I don't like that. I prefer it like this, when it's like, I have so many questions about Jihad, the princesses, why they're selected, what their purpose is, why these weapon series exist, what their purpose is. Is there a reason why there's specifically 13 of them in the 13-month series? Is this world based on a 13-month calendar? Is that why it's called the 13-month series? Is there an extra month that is, like, separate and now relevant in some way? Do their names have any real meaning? Like Black March, Green April? I mean, the obvious thing is that it's going to be like, okay, Black March, Green April, Red June, Blue July, stuff like that. I'm assuming that's the basic naming structure we're going with these future weapons. If so, what is the 13th month? What do they call that? You've got January through December, of course. But what is the 13th month? Is that the specific weapon bestowed upon the actual successor to Jihad? Is that Jihad's personal weapon? I don't know. But I have all these questions, and it's great because I want to answer them. But I want the show to do it because I know it's going to get to it at some point. Like, this show seems very thoughtful in the world that it wants to build. And knowing that this anime is going to cover Season 1 of the webtoon, and that Season 1 of the webtoon is like 70-odd chapters, and knowing there's so much more of this show left to adapt, there could easily be 2, 3, 4 series of this show, provided it's popular. And judging by Crunchyroll's stats. Like, just right now, this episode's already at... This is, it's currently midnight after the episode has aired. And it's currently at 1610 votes. 1,610 votes. The most recent show, other than this, that premiered, let's have a look, just to see, would actually have been Princess Connect, awkwardly. So let's just take a look at Princess Connect, which is still the most viewed, well, before it all got taken down, is one of the most viewed series on this channel. And that's only at 659 votes already, at 5 stars. So this show is hella popular. A heck of a lot of marketing is being pushed behind this by Crunchyroll. Like, there are so many articles and things that come out about this, so much promo stuff from Crunchyroll, even leading up to it and now that it's airing. They're pushing this show, and it's being very well received, and I can understand why. So I am not really concerned that there will be a Season 2 of this. Like, I'd be very surprised if this didn't get a Season 2. And knowing that, I'm very excited for what the story has to offer in the future. And the English dub has just started. I have no idea what the quality of English dubs are. I do not watch dubbed anime. My friend Ollie does. That's his way of choosing to watch anime. There's something about the English voice on animated characters like this that just doesn't gel in my mind. I'm just like... Maybe it's because I started with subbed. I started with subbed anime, excluding Pokemon when I was a kid. That doesn't count because I didn't even know what anime was at that point. But, as when I first started, it was always subbed anime. Girls and Panzer, Kill la Kill. Those were the 2 most early anime I think I ever watched. And I started with subbed. I got used to the Japanese vocalization, the tones of voice that they would use, and the mannerisms of which they speak. And then hearing an English voice after that, it just never felt the same. So maybe that's why I always watch subbed and have not really given dubs much of a chance. The only dubs I think I've watched are the Kill la Kill dub. I watched the Kill la Kill dub and I kind of enjoyed that. But I don't think I've enjoyed the dubbed anime since then. I've not really tried either. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. I realize I've been going on quite a lot, but that's mainly because I started off with a long exposition bit because of the format that I've had to adapt to. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode as per usual. Leave a comment what you thought of the episode. Please, no spoilers. If it's not been covered in the last 24 minutes of animation, or the previous episodes before that, I do not want to know about it. Like, I just don't want to know anything future, because this happened last episode. There were a lot of comments explaining, or trying to explain, why the princesses had killed Anak's mother. And they answered that within the first 2-3 minutes of the episode. So, those were kind of spoilerish comments that thankfully I had forgotten. I just knew they were trying to tell me something about Anak's mother. I forgot exactly what the actual context was, and the fact that it was because she was having a kid. So I had to remove those comments during the episode, but benefit of a week gap, I forget things in a week very quickly. You'll be amazed how much I can forget in a week. If you've seen my episode recaps, you kind of understand why. So, yeah, there is that. No spoiler comments. If it hasn't been covered yet, and it's not been mentioned in animation, I don't want to know about it. Even if it's something skipped over from the actual webtoon that they're adapting, I don't want to know, because just in case the anime is rearranging timeline events so that this piece of information that we get very early on the webtoon is now later on in the anime to build up a bombshell moment that it's like, oh, that's why that's relevant. Okay, now things got intense. Like, I don't want to lose those moments, because if I know what's going on before I get into it, why bother watching the show? The journey and the reveal is what makes a show that is narrative driven, so please avoid spoilers as best as you can. You guys are awesome normally, so I don't worry too much, but this show might be one of the shows. This is the most likely show for that to happen, so I have to make a special mention for it. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see the rest of the Spring 2020 lineup, as well as next week's episode as we continue on with Tower of God. I'm loving this show. I really am, and it's getting better and better with each episode, and I'm very thankful for that, because at the beginning I wasn't happy. Now I'm really happy with this show. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.